Captain Mark Davis stared at the alien transmission as it played again on the bridge's main screen. The message was clear enough. Stay away from the outer rim sectors or face annihilation. Humanity had been exploring space for merely a century, a cosmic eye blink compared to the ancient civilizations that ruled the Galactic Council. Play it once more, Mark ordered, his weathered face illuminated by the holographic display. The alien, a tall, six-limbed creature with mottled gray skin, repeated its warning. The translation software rendered its clicks and whistles into English. Human vessels will restrict travel to designated sectors. Violations will result in immediate neutralization. Commander Lisa Turner frowned. That's the third warning this month. The Krell are getting nervous about something, or hiding something, Mark replied, his intuition honed by decades in space. Why suddenly restrict our movements after years of indifference? Plot a course for Sector 87. We're going to see what they don't want us to find. The UES Discovery, humanity's most advanced scout ship, slipped into faster-than-light travel, its destination a remote sector that had recently been declared off-limits. 3 days later, the Discovery dropped out of FTL at the edge of Sector 87. The ship's sensors immediately began scanning the nearby systems. Captain, I'm detecting unusual energy signatures from the fourth planet in the nearest star system, reported Science Officer Tom Wilson. And life signs. Millions of them, concentrated in several locations. Approach with stealth protocols engage, Mark ordered. Full sensor sweep. As they entered orbit around the planet, a blue-green world similar to Earth, the truth began to emerge. What they found made even the most seasoned crew members sick with rage. Slave camps, Lisa whispered, reviewing the sensor data. Those aren't colonies. They're forced labor facilities. The evidence was undeniable. The Krell, presented to humanity as benevolent guides in galactic politics, were running a massive slavery operation. Scans revealed beings from dozens of species, including humans who had gone missing from frontier colonies. They've been taking people from developing worlds, Tom explained, his voice tight with anger. Species not yet advanced enough for interstellar travel. They're being worked to death mining rare minerals. Mark's jaw clenched. Document everything, every detail, every location. Then plot a course back to Earth. The Council needs to see this. The Discovery returned to Earth at maximum speed. Within days, the evidence was presented to the United Earth government, and soon after to representatives from other independent worlds that had also lost citizens to the mysterious disappearances. The galactic community split. The elder races closed ranks around the Krell, claiming that primitive species were resources to be managed. The younger races, led by humanity, formed the Free Species Alliance. What the Krell and their allies didn't understand was that they had awakened something dangerous in humans, a species that had spent its history fighting against oppression, that had nearly destroyed itself multiple times battling tyranny, now had a clear enemy and moral purpose. Admiral James Reynolds addressed the emergency session of Earth's Security Council. The diplomatic channels have failed. The Krell refused to release the slaves or acknowledge wrongdoing. Their allies have threatened sanctions if we pursue this matter. President Anna Wilson nodded grimly. Then we pursue it by other means. What are our options? Operation Liberation, James replied, activating a holographic display. Our technical teams have been working day and night. We've developed a countermeasure to their defensive systems. The plan was audacious. While the Krell possessed more advanced technology, humanity had something they didn't expect. Thousands of specialized combat veterans who had fought in Earth's last wars, trained in asymmetric warfare against superior forces. The liberation began with a series of simultaneous strikes against the slave camps. Earth's stealth ships, using technology reverse-engineered from captured Krell vessels, penetrated their defenses and deployed special forces teams. The Krell, accustomed to dominating less advanced species, had grown complacent. Their security systems were designed to prevent slave uprisings, not repel coordinated military assaults. Within hours, the first camps were secured, and thousands of slaves freed. As the liberated captives told their stories, more worlds joined the alliance. Species that had been neutral now contributed ships and soldiers to the cause. The Krell response was brutal but disorganized. They had never expected resistance on this scale. When they targeted human civilian populations in retaliation, they discovered another human trait. When threatened, humanity didn't cower, it fought harder. Earth unveiled weapons that had been developed in secret. Drone swarms that could overwhelm Krell defenses, AI systems that could predict and counter their battle strategies, and finally, the Gravity Lance, a weapon that could destabilize the artificial gravity systems the Krell relied upon. The turning point came at the Battle of Proxima Centauri, where an Alliance fleet intercepted the Krell counterattack. Admiral Reynolds' strategy, inspired by ancient naval tactics from Earth's history, scattered the technologically superior Krell forces and captured their flagship. 6 months after the Discovery's fateful mission, representatives of the Krell hegemony stood before the newly formed Galactic Rights Tribunal. Their slave empire had been dismantled, their leadership imprisoned, and their victim species given reparations in the form of territory and technology. As Mark watched the proceedings from the gallery, he felt no triumph, only a somber satisfaction that justice had been served. Humanity had entered galactic society as newcomers, but emerged as its conscience. "We didn't want this fight," President Wilson said in her address to the tribunal, "but when confronted with such injustice, we could not look away. Let this be a lesson to all. No species, no matter how advanced, has the right to enslave another." Today marks a new beginning, a galactic community built on freedom and dignity for all sentient beings. The dark truth had been exposed, and the slavers were punished. And throughout the galaxy, a new phrase entered the lexicon of countless species: never anger the humans.